We're a year into this war. Describe to us what you're seeing on the ground and how the arrival was like.
That's right, Yusuf. I mean, you know, this is the dawn here in Kyiv, and this time of day, a few hours earlier, a year ago, this city, this nation was awoken by the sound of explosions, by the sound of aircrafts, and for all of us watching internationally later, as the images rolled in of Russian tanks crossing into Ukraine, of the military personnel that we all saw, the shock of the realization that this had actually happened. After a year of covering this, I think we forget the emotion of the shock that we saw, that the shock of war in Europe. And as you take the train in from Warsaw, you pass through Bucha just outside of Kyiv, and you realize how close the Russian military came to the seat of government here in Kyiv. But a year later, Kyiv still stands. Zelensky is still president. Ukraine continues to fight. As you say, hundreds of thousands have been wounded and killed. 8 million people have been displaced. On this journey on the train, you see the train is filled mostly with women, because men are not allowed to leave the country from the age of 18 to 60 without sort of special dispensation. So a year into this war, the fear is that there will be more to come. But there is one thing for sure, to everyone you speak to, echoing the sounds of Zelensky, there is no backing down.
In terms of the path forward, is maybe the latest proposal from China a potential front for some kind of breakthrough to the violence and the pain?
So you have this plan out from China, this 12-point plan that includes, you know, stipulations for a ceasefire, peace talks. It calls for elimination of sanctions. But what it doesn't do is deal with the territory that's been seized by Russia and how to deal with that. That is obviously a red line for the Ukrainians. It's hard to see any motion forward on that without any movement on that. And also overnight, you see the U.S. providing potentially more $2 billion in aid here. That adds to $27.5 billion in military aid so far. So this battle is contingent on that support continuing from the United States. And in terms of, you know, if there's going to be a resolution, ultimately peace talks, but it's going to have to deal with some of these issues that this plan from China does not address.